So, hi my friends, and welcome to this new channel, Peacefully Alive, and thank you for all your comments and that first video with the welcome video with Sophia was just so funny. And yeah, it's just amazing how the animal world is, I feel, very much helping me and also guiding me to how to live my life, really. And so if you go back and think what actually happened in that video, well, first of all, she really made me laugh. Which really, in our modern world, how often do we actually laugh? And the animals have no self-awareness and have no, well, they have self-awareness, of course, but not as humans do. But she doesn't care what other people think think of her, and the fact that she was standing as she was. So so the animals are really helping us to stay in the present moment and to see the joy of life, to really just enjoy life. So it was a wonderful way to start off this channel, and I must have been guided by my higher self, God, whatever, to go and sit with her as I did that first video. So it was really special. So but it's wonderful to see that actually so many of you want to go with me on this journey of going deeper into our being and focusing more on how do we truly get to feel well and enjoy our lives. So that's really wonderful. So I feel with this little, it was lovely to let go of the old group, because in YouTube people subscribe, and I do that myself, and then you forgot to unsubscribe. So there was over 4,000 subscribers, but most of them never went to see the videos. So this is really nice that the people who are subscribing now actually enjoy what I have to share. And so I feel have a feeling that there's more of a community feeling in this new channel. And so let's just go a little bit deeper. So let's just take a nice long deep breath. And just feel how you're in the chair or wherever you are in your body. Feel how rich this moment is, that you are right where you are, no matter what's going on around you. It might be very quiet around you, it might be very noisy, there might be a lot of drama around you. Whatever's going on, feel how just stepping into yourself, feeling your own presence, actually is transformational. So we transform our lives just in this instance, just by letting go of all the noise, all the chatter, all that does not really nourish us, and sense how we actually hold everything within us. There's nowhere we need to go to find the greatest of the greatest. It's all right here in us. So as I see it, the practice for us is to really do this every day, many times a day. Simply take a nice long breath and just sense our own richness. Sense the abundance that lies within. Sense our expansiveness. And sense our oneness. That the world around us, we like to, many people on the spiritual path like to talk about that this is a special time on earth, and this is exactly now, this incredible thing is going to happen. And then a week later, now this is the most incredible time on earth. And that is very exciting. I think my message is in a way, on the surface level, much more boring, because really as I see it, this day, today, this moment now, is the most special moment. And in 5 minutes, that moment is the most special moment, because it's the now. And we do not really have to analyze the situation of the world, what's going on, who says what, why people do this or that, because everything that is around us is really mirroring ourselves. So as I mentioned in the first video, we're all one. It's all one organism. And each and every one of us have our own identity, we feel. And at the same time, we're just a little piece of an enormous puzzle. So we have our uniqueness, but we are connected to something much greater, which we are a part of. And that is, you can call it God, you can call it consciousness, you can call it the One, the Mighty, the Almighty, the One consciousness, the one presence that we all are a part of. And this almighty presence is our true nature. So the reason why we have been through so much difficult is because as souls, these little parts of the One, which God created, I mean, they say God is creating new souls all the time. So some people are very young souls, some people are older souls, and you start off in the lower chakra. So when you come into being, you become this one spark of God after you have been completely enmeshed in God, completely one with God. He sort of spits you out. He, she, you become spat out, and God sort of says, this is very simplistic, go on your way and come back to me and learn on your way. Go and become conscious. Become a conscious being. You are consciousness itself, but I want you to become conscious that you are conscious. And so we start on this very, very low level of existence, which is all about survival. It's all about just going out and fighting your way for food, water, shelter, and that's your consciousness, which is a very low state of being where you do not really have empathy, because you have not learned that yet. You sort of started a little bit like an animal, and we go up the chakras, so we go up into the next chakra, the orange, the creativity, and then we come into the solar plexus, which is about me and really manifesting, this is the ego, this is me, I have the power. And we come up into the heart chakra, which is developing the ability to love others. So it's not all about me and my food and my water, but maybe I should share some with others and show my love. And the next one is we come up into expression and communication, communicating out what we are thinking, what we are feeling. And the third eye, which is spirituality, realizing that we are actually not just a human being, because when we come into being a human in the beginning, and most people go through hundreds of lives as I see it, and the thing is we have this what do you call it? I can't remember the word. Like a curtain. We go into the not knowing. We forget who we are. So we think we're just this human being in this flesh body, and that's all we are. And slowly, it's the veil. The veil is lifted more and more, and we realize, okay, I'm not just a human being. I'm actually a spiritual being in a human body. So that comes after many, maybe hundreds of lifetimes, that we realize, okay, I'm not just this human being who's trying to survive on earth. I'm actually a spiritual being who has come to have a whole lot of experiences. And I end off realizing that I am really one with God, that I am actually God. I am this part of God that was thrown out on my path, and now I return to God. And so one day we don't need to come back to earth anymore, because we've sort of done the whole thing. So we're on a path of growth. And no matter where we are on our journey, so when you're in the very lower vibrations, you're not interested in spirituality. You have no interest whatsoever, because it's just not part of your reality. But slowly, as we move up the vibrations and we become higher and higher vibrating, we long for God. And that's I remember once on my healing journey, because I've had all this sickness all my life, which is so that's really, I laugh because you just have to laugh because it's really painful when you're in it. But looking back, you can see, okay, I chose this because I wanted to have that as a part of my experience in this lifetime, because it would help me grow. So I went to this naturopath, and she was doing all this testing on me, and I just broke down crying, and said, all I want to do is find God. I just had this enormous longing for God, and so my path became much more spiritual after that, because I realized, oh my goodness, this is not all about herbs and vitamins and minerals. This is much deeper. There's something fundamental I'm missing. And it really helped when I opened that door, because then things started to come into balance, because it was my true nature, where I came from, that I was longing for, to feel that I could go home. And that's what happens when we open up our hearts, open up to our own spirituality and the presence of God everywhere, and sensing the presence of God. Things start falling into place. The suffering stops, because everything everything, we can understand everything from a much, much higher level, and we feel fulfilled. The longing stops because we feel God's presence within us. The lover, the one who loves us with a love that has no limit. We realize he, she has been there all along. But we were so busy fixing our lives and doing all these things that we had no connection to it. So when we suffer enough and we throw in the towel and we open up to the presence of God, we feel it. And so you can laugh at it afterwards because God was there all along. Our God presence, our divine presence, the one, the mightiest, the purest, was there all along. And we can use that little sequence in every moment, every day. Every time we feel we're stressed, we lost, we just can't really find our way, all we need to do is sink back into that realization and that sense that God is right here, holding me, loving me. And it will never stop. It's always there. The day I die, it's there. The day I'm born, it's there. So all I need to do is sense it. And when we have this sense that I am so deeply loved and I'm right, I'm so safe. I could not be more safe than I am now. And I will always be so safe. What's going on in the world around us is not so important. And at the same time, we understand that the world around us, if this is one big organism, the world is just reflecting back to me my state of consciousness. So if all I see around me is destruction, drama and war and bad people, it's because there's something in me that needs to be cleaned out. There's something that's disturbing my sense of the presence of God. And so allow that to surface. If all I see from the morning, from the moment I get up in the morning, is angry people, annoying people, bad things on the news, it's because I have a lot of pain within me that's being reflected back to me. And so all I need to do is simply help myself clean it away. So the world is really just telling me about me. And it's doing that every single second of the day. So it's really, in a way, very uncomplicated. The world is telling me how I feel about me and how I feel inside and how connected I am to my God self, to the God within, the God around me. So it's just a matter of taking my mop and bucket and start cleaning out all the old anger, all the old stuff that's surfacing, and that's what's happening now. And that's what as I see it, I've said that before, all the wars on earth, all this very, very destructive stuff that's going, all this sick way of behaving, very bad things you hear about, it's all the old stuff that's been going on earth. It has to surface. It has to, like a big boil, it just has to come up. You can't keep pushing it down and trying to create new communities and new societies on all this old anger and hatred and resentment and stuff that's been going on. All this has to surface because the whole earth is cleaning herself out, and we are, just like we are a part of God, we are also part of the earth because we're physical. So we're on this journey with the earth. So it's a big cleanse we're going through. So we don't have to go and fix the world out there or even really understand why they're doing all this out there. All we really need to do is see it as a reflection of ourselves. And the more we feel peace, the more we see beauty around us and love around us and feel the love, the more the cleaning we have done. So it's very difficult when we realize this, that the world is just reflecting back to me really who I am. So I must be absolutely chock-a-block full of anger and resentment and hatred. That's me. That's really shocking to realize that, but it's also incredibly empowering to realize, okay, if that's all a reflection of me, I can clean it away. Just one by one, all the people I still hate, I want revenge on, or whatever, just take them bit by bit and clean it away. And apart from getting to feel better and better every day, and see the world as more and more beautiful around me, I'm helping the process of the earth also. Because every human who does this work is helping the earth clean herself. So in a way it's just so simple. And going back to the video with Sophia and that little experience of all the laughter and all the joy, realizing that we cannot do this in one day. It's not possible. You can't clean away all the sickness and horrible things of the earth and our own lifetimes in one day. It does not happen. But we can do it step by step and enjoy ourselves on the way. Laugh. Have fun. Enjoy the now moment. And see it all as it's a journey. And in a way, we're never going to reach the goal. So the goal is feeling the joy in this moment. Because we can take that joy with us into the next moment. Although there's something very difficult we need to work on and release in ourselves, we can still feel the joy and laugh at the whole thing. So we are the divine, having a sometimes very, very difficult, intense experience. But when we come into the divine within ourselves, we can see it all with the divine's eyes. And that's when it just does not seem so dramatic anymore. And we don't feel shame about being in such low vibration sometimes, or thinking about the things we have done in our lifetime, or maybe other lifetimes, because we've done all the bad things, all of us, and we've done all the good things. So letting go of the shame and just seeing it all as experience and growth. So just yeah, enjoying the process of being a human, a divine being in a human experience. So this was my first sort of going deep video, and that was very lovely, and I wish you a wonderful, wonderful day. And please do share if you have something in your own life you want to share, because every time someone shares something about their own journey, about things they might have to, you maybe have let go of or healed in yourself, and just how you feel you're growing. Every time we share something, it can really be a help for someone else. So please do that if you feel like it. Otherwise, just thank you for being there, and it's wonderful to be on this journey together. So have a wonderful, wonderful day. See you, my friend.